Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing good. So in my today's session, I'm going to explain about how to upgrade or how to do a technology upgrade from a lower version of the framework to the latest version of the framework. In this example, I'm going to make use of Microsoft .NET framework basically as a lower end technology or the lower version of the technology. Okay, and I'm going to use the latest long-term support version of the Microsoft, which is called .NET Core 8 or .NET 8 as the latest version where I'm going to migrate my application. So think about a scenario where you have some legacy applications, okay, or some background jobs, okay, which were written in very older version of the technology stack, okay, and you come up with a scenario where your technology audit teams or centralized architect office or enterprise architect office come up with the mandate that we need to migrate to the higher end technology stack basically, or the higher version of the technology stack. Okay, so in this scenario, how basically and specifically with the .NET framework with the Microsoft, how we can achieve this easily, that's what I'm going to explain today. Okay, there are some handy tools you can achieve that using command line utility as well as a GUI based approach. I'm going to explain the GUI based approach, which is quite handy and easy to do. Okay, so in my scenario, I have an application which was written in .NET framework version 4.8. Now I'm going to upgrade it to the latest version, okay, which I have on my machine. Let me check, okay, which is .NET 7 or .NET Core 7, for which I'm going to upgrade. Okay, so let's start with it. How we will do that? Okay, so what we need to do is go to the extensions, go to extensions basically, and in my case, I have already installed that, guys. So this is the one, the .NET Upgrade Assistant. Okay, so .NET Upgrade Assistant is a tool that is designed to assist users with modernizing .NET applications. So this is the extension you need to install to your Microsoft Visual Studio 2022. Okay, in order to achieve this migration. So which I have already done. You can search it over here. Okay, .NET Upgrade Assistant. It will appear, and you need to just install. In my case, I have already installed. So I'm going to close this. Okay, then comes the next step. Okay, so this particular tool is intelligent enough. What it does is basically, first of all, it will convert your project template from a .NET framework, okay, to the .NET Core equivalent, okay, using the try convert tool provided by Microsoft. All these things will happen internally. Okay, you are not required to run anything by your own using command line utility or something. Most of the heavy uplifting will be done by this .NET Upgrade Assistant tool. Okay, so if it is not able to upgrade to some of the packages, okay, if it doesn't find the .NET Core equivalent packages for some of the dependencies, only in such cases, okay, it will leave the older version, which we need to upgrade, or we need to find the alternatives for that. But most of the heavy uplifting will be done by this tool, which is very handy and very nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is next, right click on the project. Okay, there comes the option to upgrade. Okay, click on that. Now welcome to Upgrade Assistant. Now it is going to give us this options: upgrade project to a newer .NET version. Okay, upgrade .NET framework or .NET application to newer .NET versions, bringing its cross-platform high-performance capabilities to your product. So click on that. Okay. Now, what is your upgrade type? In place project upgrade. Okay. So upgrades the project and its components in place using transformations applicable for the project. That is the first approach which I would prefer. Side by side upgrade or side by side project upgrade upgrades project and its components in a copy project using transformation applicable for the project. So if you want to do this stuff, okay, if you don't have your project on a source control tool, okay, and if you want to achieve this upgrade on a separate backup location, okay, or a separate location, then you can use this approach. So your existing project folder will be there, but it will basically does the upgrade by asking you to enter a new location where it can put that upgraded version of your project. Okay, so I'm going with the option in place project upgrade. Next. Okay, now you need to select the target .NET framework. which you want to upgrade to. Okay, so on my machine basically I have .NET 6, okay, supported until November 2024, that is till November month. Okay, .NET 7 supported until May 2024. Okay, and .NET 8.0 ELTS. Okay, this is the short-term support. Even .NET 6 was long-term support, but it is about to end now on November 2024. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this particular one, the .NET 8.0, because this is the latest version of the .NET with the LTS support. Okay, click on next. Okay, now it will give you an option to select the components to upgrade, because my intention is to completely upgrade my entire solution itself. So I will keep it everything checked and I will click on upgrade selection. But in some cases, if you want to upgrade only few projects in your solution, you can do so by selecting them and unselecting others which you don't want. Okay, so click on the upgrade selection. There it starts. Okay, so it will basically start navigating your CS project file, which is with a .NET framework based template. Okay, it will first transform that .cs project file from the .NET framework specific template to .NET core specific, and then inside that it will identify all the dependencies which it can very easily port to the .NET core equivalent. Okay, basically the nugget packages which it tries to find for the .NET core equivalent, and it will try to install. Okay, so let it do that. So it has successfully completed. Okay, 49 succeeded, 0 failed, 2 skipped. Can you see that? For two project references or the libraries, I would say it was not able to find the equivalent upgrade with the .NET frame, .NET Core 8 version. That's why it has skipped. Okay, so that's it. It has successfully completed now. So now I'm going to check my, because I selected the option to perform this upgrade on the existing solution itself. So let's see, is my CS project file has been converted to a .NET Core specific template. Okay. Remember, in case of .NET Framework, you were required to unload the project in order to see the .cs project file. But in .NET Core, okay, it is basically a file system based structuring. So if I double click on this, I should be able to see the file. Yes, I'm able to see. Can you see the CS project file? Okay, if you see the target framework version, now it has been changed from .NET Framework 4.8 to the .NET Core version 8.0. Okay, it has successfully done that. Okay, and we can see how it has tried, basically how it has tried to migrate, okay, these dependencies to their .NET Core equivalent. Okay. Yes, if you see the package references, okay, it is very clear. Okay, the package reference, most of the libraries have been, okay, migrated to .NET version 8.0. Okay, if you see here, these are all, it has successfully migrated to 8.0. Some with the .NET Core 6, no problem. It's a long-term support, I don't have any problem with it. Okay, and Microsoft.C# to 4.7. Okay, and if you have a look at this particular CS project file, okay, you can't see the file references over here. Okay, usually we will see a lot of include tags which basically tell us what all files are part of this particular C# project, but that is not in the case of .NET Core. .NET Core basically looks through the file system, whatever is there inside that folder structure, it will consider such files and it will try to build. Okay, that's how .NET Core works. It's based on the file system basically. So this is how the upgrade should happen, guys. Don't try to do it manually. Make use of this kind of tools which is very handy and helpful for us. Okay, and they will minimize a lot of effort for us also. Okay, and they are less errorful compared to our manual approaches. Okay, after this, if you don't want something, okay, for example, take this example over here. Now this bootstrapper package, this I don't want. It doesn't make any sense for a .NET framework, sorry, for a .NET Core 8 project, right? You can easily get rid of that, just delete it. Okay, so this you can easily do. Okay, and if there are some projects for which it doesn't find .NET Core equivalent libraries, then it will keep it as it is. One such example is xc.wpf.toolkit library and system.windows.controls.data visualization. Okay, just an example I'm showing here. Okay, if you don't want them, just get rid of them, not an issue, or find an equivalent .NET Core version of such packages. Okay, so that's all about it. I hope you people understood the notion of upgrading legacy applications with the legacy tech stack in case of .NET. Basically, how to migrate them from the older version of the technology to the newer version of the technology. Okay, so post successful upgrade, what I did, I tried to build my project using the .NET Core 8. Yes, I'm able to successfully build and run the application also. And now my application is running with .NET Core 8.0 version, as you can very easily see from the path. Bin debug net 8.0 for Windows, and then my exe file. Okay, so this is how it works, guys. Okay, very easy. And try to make use of this tool if you are doing a technology upgrade from lower version to higher version. It is not only meant for upgrading a framework based .NET application to .NET Core. You can use this tool for migrating from the existing .NET Core versions. Like if your application is in .NET Core 2.0, 3.0, then you can make use of this tool to migrate it to the higher versions like 6, 7, or 8. Okay, it's up to us. Thank you for listening and have a nice day, guys.